Hey people, welcome back again to Nuggets of Faith. I'm so happy to have all of you here again and so excited to have another amazing time as we look deeper into mental health issues. I will not forget to mention, as you can see, I'm in a very different location, beautiful, the lighting, the ambience. Don't you want to be here? Yes, so we are at Limpopo Suits, which is along Zanzibar Road in South B. A very awesome place. When you have your conferences, you're looking for a space, good food, serene, quiet, this is the place. So thank you so much, Limpopo Suits. And with that, guys, today we have our counseling psychologist. Once again, as I promised, she's here. And today we are delving deeper into some of the issues that she mentioned last time in our last episodes. And with that, Joy, you're very much welcome again.
Yes, thank you so much.
Karibu sana.
It's always a pleasure to be here.
Yes.
And I also enjoy.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I'm
enjoy. So glad. At least we are not boring hosts.
No, no. If anything, I feel very refreshed.
Nice. Yeah. Thank you for all you do, because so many people are being helped. So many people, some don't even have money to go for counseling and all that. But you know what? They can see your video somewhere and it will help somebody. So welcome so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So Joy, last time we discussed so much. We debunked certain myths, and there is something that you mentioned that was very interesting about psychological needs. You told us a few of them. I remember the need for privacy and what was it? The attention. Yes, and I believe there are much more than what we spoke about.
Yes.
So without much talk and all that, kindly take us through more so that we may be more enlightened. Yeah.
Asante. Okay, so maybe just to highlight the purpose of these needs, first of all, because someone would ask, so hizi needs ni za nini? Zitanisaidia na nini? It can really help you to be able to make not a diagnosis per se, because diagnosing yourself, it's not advisable, but to be able to get a bearing of where are you in terms of your emotions, in terms of what is going right and what is not psychologically. So it's more of like an assessment tool, a quick tool you can use to
assess yourself.
Yes,
nice.
But not to diagnose yourself, just to assess yourself, to know when to seek help, and to know which area is missing something.
What's the difference of assessing, diagnosing? Because maybe someone might be just assessing themselves and they think, okay, now this was a diagnosis. You know, there's a difference between the two. Maybe you can clarify that for somebody who doesn't understand the difference of assessment and diagnosis.
Okay, so for us, it's the same way. Maybe you can read like if you have symptoms for, let's say, malaria.
Yes.
Of course, the first instinct, being human beings, is to ask or Google, the symptoms. So the same thing, like assessing is just trying to relate what you're feeling with the facts. Like, does it make sense? But now diagnosis, it's much deeper, because it's actually concluding that this is malaria. Assessing, you can have a variety of things. It could be malaria, could be a flu, because una fit the symptoms. But diagnosis has to be specifically
like a final verdict.
Yes, it's tied down to the final thing. Yes. And actually a diagnosis can change. Most people don't know this, but a diagnosis can change. Because
and what would make it change? What would make it?
Because you can present with certain symptoms at first, but then you find haziko exhaustive. So mnaendelea, you discover, something else came up. So a diagnosis can change based on how much you share, and also based on what is happening. So it's not like it's always like a final thing. Sometimes you can see that.
Do you have like a practical example, or maybe an experience you have gone through with somebody and they started by presenting these symptoms, and then it developed, it became something else. Yeah, would you happen to have maybe a case scenario? Yeah,
like for example, a case, someone can be diagnosed with, let's say, depression. Yeah, because maybe they've been in a sad state for a long time.
yeah,
You know, the classic depression symptoms. But then you find that it was just an episode, a depressive episode.
right.
So unapata, it's just something that lasted for some time, but it's not depression or like a major depressive illness
so
which has sustained.
there is a difference of
Yes.
having a depressive episode
Yeah.
that can last, what is like a stipulated time for a depressive episode?
Let's say 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes,
Okay.
about 2 weeks to maybe a month.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
but something that is like major depressive,
yeah.
about like 6 months. 6
Wow.
months, hakuna kitu inabadilika.
Okay.
You're
No
still in the
changes
same
at all.
state. So
Yeah.
that's like major depressive.
Oh,
So that's why
nice.
it's very important not to self-diagnose, because you can give yourself something that is not that.
Yeah.
Now you're
True,
managed
true.
for something extreme, yet you're not there yet. It's just a passing phase.
I get you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It's very important to know those differences. Now, regarding to the needs, and it's so interesting to know there are so many needs that we need that we are not aware of.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can tell us more about those psychological needs.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe just to recap on the ones we had mentioned,
Yes.
the first need is to feel safe and secure. So this can be relative to different people, depending on the environment you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but safety and security, you know, you can't dictate that for someone. If I don't feel safe, it's
Yes.
the same way you can ask me, Joy, how are you feeling? And I tell
Yes.
you, I'm feeling happy.
Yeah.
And then you tell me, no, wasioni ka uko happy.
Yeah,
You can't
you
dictate
can't.
for me what I'm feeling,
It's true.
because
It's
it's a
true.
fact for me.
Yeah.
So the same way to safety and security, it's relative. So where if you're feeling safe, I can't dictate that for you.
Yes,
But
yeah.
safety and security, sometimes it can even be physical. Maybe you're feeling the place where you stay, it's not safe. Like maybe there's a war going on, you know, or the environment it has a lot of security threats. And also it can be psychological.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
the people you're with, they're a torture to
Yeah.
your emotional well-being, your psychological well-being, so you don't feel safe.
I tend to think that is really ignored so much.
Yes.
Like the psychological torture with people you experience, it's really downplayed. Yeah.
Because people think that as long as you have food,
Yeah,
you
you're
have
good.
shelter, or if I could complain about anything else. Yeah.
And they say eat fast, no matter the problems you have. Anyway.
But not all the time. Kuna
Yeah.
times the problem can even make you not eat.
Yeah.
That desire for eating just goes. So they go hand in hand. Your physical health and your psychological health,
Yes.
hakuna yenye iko more important than the other, because
they're both very important.
yes, they're on the same level.
So it's good to feel safe first. That's a first need that
Yes.
you're bringing out to us. Yeah.
Yes, so safety and security. Then the other need is the need to feel like you have privacy,
Yes.
or like time to reflect privately, just on your own. You know, like no one is imposing anything on you.
Yes.
You can do the things you want to do, explore the stuff you've always wanted to do. Yes, like you can just be yourself.
Yes.
Yes. So that privacy to just be yourself and do what you want to do,
Yes.
it's a very valid need.
Okay.
See ati kujifanya, or you're trying to withdraw yourself from people.
Yes.
Everyone
yeah.
has that need where you feel like, oh,
I wish everybody could get that, and I'm hoping soon we'll be able to talk about different personalities.
Yes.
Because so many introverted people. Okay, growing up I was very extremely introverted, and I used to be so okay in that space of being alone, and my world used to be so busy, but in my mind, not with other people, but those who were around me were like, hey, there's
there
a
must be a problem. Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, truly there's a need for privacy. That's actually very true and valid. Thank you for voicing it out.
And I really like the fact that you've mentioned
Yeah.
about being introverted, extroverted, because some people think just because you want privacy,
Yeah.
ni introvert.
Yeah.
But this is a need for everyone.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
so everyone
yes,
has
yes,
this need where they need moments of just reflecting on their own. Yeah, because sometimes your social battery can just run out.
Yes.
Yeah, and you feel like this one I just need to deal with it by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you came into this world as an individual.
Yeah, true.
So
That's
you
true.
still need that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that need for privacy. Now, opposite to that, as we had mentioned, is a need to feel like you are connected to the outside. So like you're receiving attention and you're giving attention. Yeah, because everyone likes to be noticed.
Yeah, so giving and receiving attention is a necessity.
It's a very much a need.
Wow.
Yes, it's not at your attention seeking or now, not unless you take it to extreme lengths.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes just like anything. At a high blood pressure, all these things, sukari, diabetes, anything ikipitia kiasi, the optimum,
becomes a problem.
It becomes a problem.
Yeah.
So same thing to this.
Yeah.
It's good to receive attention and give it, but if it now becomes extreme.
Yeah, I tend to feel there's a very thin line there, like to know what is healthy, what is not. Yeah.
Especially with this generation of ours, na social media.
Hey, please tell us that.
Yeah, there's a lot of attention seeking.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are not realizing that it's not coming from a healthy place. Because you've been conditioned that for you to get likes, for you to do this, you must portray yourself in a certain way.
Yes.
So that one is unhealthy because it's sustaining people in a version of themselves that they are not.
Oh, is that a disorder or?
Yes, it can actually go to an extreme place where now you find you're being diagnosed with like a histrionic type of personality disorder.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. So anyway, if you're influencing then and all that, it's good to do it in what do you say, appropriate moderation. Yeah. Okay, so you can give us more. We are ready to listen.
Okay.
More needs. Yeah.
So the other need is a need to have that sense of status and recognition.
Oh,
yes.
Like importance.
Yes,
in the
status.
society.
It could be in terms of what you have, like monetary, like I'm driving this car, I live in this estate, you know, I've accomplished this. It could be in terms of that, like the physical things, monetary things, but also just being recognized for who you are or for what you've done, like, oh, daktari, oh, nini. Yeah, like the things you've accomplished, or like a mother, things like those.
Yeah.
So that status, everyone has that need for craving, at least to be someone.
Yes.
Yeah, quote unquote someone. Yes.
Oh, okay. They say if you don't have money in a family meeting, no one will listen to you.
It's okay. Money really commands a lot of respect. We can't lie about that.
Yeah. So there's that need to feel important everywhere.
Yes. Now the other need that goes hand in hand with that is a need for competence and achievement.
Okay.
Yes, like feeling like you're not just stagnant or stuck in one place in life. You know, like you're achieving things, umejenga hapa, you've done this, you finished school, you're in this level, and you're feeling like your life is progressive.
Yeah,
and
like
also
you're being useful in the society, in life.
And you're constantly advancing. Yeah.
All right. Are there people who don't have that sense? And is that
that's a problem?
It's a problem.
It's a problem because everyone should feel like
Yeah.
The same way you were born as a baby, you know, the order of nature should just tell you that you're always meant to be progressing.
Yes.
Like you were a baby, 6 months, you were this small, you're now a toddler, then a teen, then a fully grown woman.
Yeah, by the way, that makes sense.
Yes, you know, if you relate mental health with very practical things, you won't see like it's one big complicated thing. Yeah. Just the order of nature tells you that you're not supposed to be stuck in one place for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, because that will make you very passive, and when you're passive, you're so negative. Yeah, because
really? Tell us about that.
Yeah, when you're passive, nothing around you is different. So if someone comes to you with a different worldview, you're like, no, it's too much, or I'm not ready for that, or so constantly being active makes you to be open-minded, makes you take risks, being stimulated and active. But if you're just stuck in one place with one mentality,
it's you're being toxic to yourself.
If you can, yes. You're not being a good friend to yourself.
Wow, that's really important. I think so many people, when they reach maybe a certain age in life, they feel I've not done ABC. So that's it. Let me unpack and just sit here.
Especially for older people, that stage for where the kids have left, you know, watoto wamesoma. Now you're entering like retirement. A lot of people reflect back on their lives, you know, that ego versus despair. Like you look at, what have I accomplished? How do I feel I've lived my life? So this is a stage where reality hits you if you didn't try to advance yourself. And it's not necessarily in terms of money. Sometimes even advancing yourself in terms of your mindset. It's very important.
Actually, it's in the Bible. Like if you read Romans 12 verse 2, it says, be ye transformed by the renewal of the mind. So it's true, your thinking must change.
Exactly.
And your mind renewed.
And for the better, of course.
Yes.
You must specify that.
Being transformed for the better, not being a serial killer and all that. So I believe you have another point.
Yes, I do. So for the needs, there's another need to feel like there's a sense of control that you have over life events. Like life is not just happening to you, stuff is not just happening to you and you're feeling out of control. Like you feel like if you plan something, it can go according to plan. Like today I've planned I'll go to the gym.
I used to associate that with perfectionist only.
No, imagine everyone should plan.
Alright.
Like it's a need to actually feel like whatever you've organized is going according to the plan. So and actually for this need, this is where most people, things go just chaotic for them. Because unapata I'd planned in 10 years I'll be married with a kid with Nini. Then it doesn't happen like that. So now you feel like your whole life umepanguliwa, if I can say that.
It messes up with your expectations and seeing ahead.
Because it's always gratifying seeing that you've planned something and it goes according to plan. So you feel like you're in control. That's where the sense of control comes in. Because umepanga na ime happen, vinye ime happen. So for most people this need, it's actually a bit crucial.
So it's important to feel and it's good to have things under control in your life.
And I think even just knowing that you can't also control everything is a form of control. Because now people think that now ukipanga everything has to go according to plan.
That's a big problem for most people. Especially firstborns. Anyway, I don't know if all are like that, but if things don't go according to plan, for many people you just crash.
So moving on, there is also a need to feel like you're stretched and stimulated. Like in short, to feel like your life is fun and enjoyable. You're not just being passive in a constant state, you know, doing the same old thing, the same old routine. It's work, school, sleep, and all that. Like feeling like, you know, there are other things you can do aside from work or aside from school. You can meet up with your friends, you can watch something you like, you can do an activity you like. It's a very valid need. It's not just for extroverts. Because people think having fun is just limited to extroverts. And now if you're an introvert,
you can't have fun.
You don't have a need for having fun. That's the...
so introverts actually have that need. It's because they don't express it.
They do have that need and it should be gratified in their own way that makes them feel comfortable, of course.
Because it's relative to different people.
So it doesn't have to be an outdoor activity and they'll feel like now it was fun. Sometimes even something like a mind game, you know, something that stimulates your mind, can make you feel alive at least. You're not just passive.
That's good. And I think that's liberating for some of viewers. Because there are people I think who feel like, you know, I'm stuck because I don't have fun like the way these people do, there must be a problem with
With
me.
Yes.
Personally, I was in that group because most people I used to know maybe a few years back, their form of fun was, you know, maybe clubbing and all that. But for me, my kind of fun is being at home.
Yes.
Yes, being in my quiet space and maybe having an intimate talk or just playing even with kids. Like that's for me, that's a fun moment. Yeah, so it's good you've clarified that.
I'm glad you feel validated.
Yes, I am. And I'm sure there are many more. So you told me there are 9.
Yes. About 9.
About 9.
If we were to summarize.
All right. You can just quickly take us through the rest. Yeah.
Yes. So the other need is a need to feel like you have influence over other human beings.
Is that the same as control?
No.
Okay.
But at least feeling like someone can feel something or react some way because you've influenced it, you know. But also this can be tied along with the need to feel like you belong to a certain group of people. Like aside from just being a student, you're a friend, you're a sister, you're a what. Yeah, so you have that influence over your environment. Like you're not just in a world on your own tenor extremely. Yeah, so like you have that influence. You can say something to someone, you see that reaction. It's a very, no wonder some people say like, don't feel entitled due to opinions and things like those. But it's an actual need. Sometimes you just want to jump in.
Yes, to be heard.
Yes, or to like react to someone's situation. Like to feel like kuna your influence. Like have said something.
Yes, and it was relevant.
Like now the problem with this, some people can take it too far. Like being in a position of power.
Yes.
Like you take that need for having that influence over people too far.
Cyberbullies. I tend to think people online take it overboard. They want to poke their nose everywhere. Anyway, at least now I understand it's a need to be.
Yes, it's a need. As long as it's not too extreme. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to want to, you know, try and bring in a different opinion in someone's life.
Yes.
To feel like you belong. You know, you're an employee. You're a what? You're not just alone in your own world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Then the last need, which I feel personally is the most important need, is the need to feel like life is meaningful. Yes, like life makes sense. You know, like you don't just feel lost and you feel like you're just existing in this world. Ni kama ulirushwa tu kwa dunia. Like feeling like you have a purpose, if I can say that.
What am I here for? Yeah.
I know that the problem with that, when we say purpose, most people automatically switch the brain to this big, complicated thing that I need to find out. You know, like one day it'll just hit me on my head, this is my purpose.
Okay.
People look at purpose like it's something so big. Yeah. But if you want to discover your purpose, it's in the small progressive things or the things you can easily do, like seamless, like you don't have to struggle. Like someone comes and tells you, Faith, I really like it when you talk to me this way. I feel helped. Or when you... So such small things that you barely even notice, you find that that's where your purpose lies. But you're here looking for one big bang theory for your purpose to hit you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And okay, sometimes I see like our education system, which I'm praying will evolve and validate kids more. Like, you know, you're told if you're not in the category of doctors, lawyers, engineers, it's like, hey, what are you? You're a failure in life. So that, you know, that understanding that you can show people you're meaningful in this way, that way, because we can't all be doctors, really. We can't all be teachers. We can't all be engineers. Yeah, so that's a very, very, very valid point. Yeah, thank you for voicing that out and taking your time to be here. We are so grateful. You know, you have sacrificed your time to be here, and we appreciate it. I hope my subscribers appreciate it. They must. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up with that, and so happy to have all of you here and so grateful for staying on up to this point. Please remember to share with somebody this message, to like, to subscribe, and of course tap on that notification bell. Yeah, so I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.